Hello, my name is Mervyn Hall, and along with other volunteers on the Neighbourhood Plan Steering Group, I have been working to create a neighbourhood plan for the Marlborough area. I'm speaking to you on video because of the COVID regulations not allowing us to hold public meetings at this time, but I feel it's necessary to explain what we're doing and why we're doing it. We're about to go into a period of public consultation called Regulation 14, which allows everyone to look at the plan for the first time and to make their comments on it. And those comments can then be taken into account prior to us going to a public referendum. The neighbourhood plan will provide legal protection against unwanted development and at the same time will allow for development to meet the needs of our community. Okay, so the points that I'm going to cover are affordable housing, parking capacity, the capacity of our cemetery, sporting facilities, medical facilities, recreational space, landscapes around our town, and our heritage. Marlborough has a limited affordable housing stock, and it's a very expensive town compared to the other areas of Wiltshire around it. A lot of people can't afford to buy or rent privately, but those people are vital to our community and their families have lived here for many years. So we need to make provision for some social housing to be created in the future. The housing regulations allows for a percentage of affordable housing to be created, and within that there will be some social housing. Affordable housing is important in our town because there are a number of families who would like to, particularly young families, who would like to live here and are either living in multi-generational households with some overcrowding or are being forced to leave and go to other places like Swindon and Chippenham. We've done numerous surveys on car parking which show that we have a shortage of capacity, and that does a number of things. It restricts business in the town because visitors struggle to park. There are parking problems, particularly in the evenings, with residents having to find somewhere to park because many of the old houses in Marlborough do not have a parking space. The neighbourhood plan allows for an expansion of parking facilities near the rugby club on the common, which should provide another 60 spaces free of charge to the public. Well, sport is a vital element of people keeping fit, and it's very important that we introduce to our young people to sport at an early age and give them the facilities to participate. I think the number of people playing sport has increased in recent years for a number of reasons. One of them is that sport is now introduced at younger age groups from age 6 onwards, and we've now got boys and girls, of course, playing both rugby and football, and that has immediately doubled the number of youth sport teams. Well, Marlborough's a very hilly area. We live in a valley, so there are not many places where you can sensibly put a flat pitch. The town's medical facilities need to keep pace with the changing demands of community healthcare, and our plan provides the opportunity for the NHS to enhance our facilities that are so important for our well-being. Well, Marlborough has some quite beautiful landscapes surrounding it, and if we're not careful, the built environment will intrude on those landscapes and spoil views. So it's important that they're taken into account as part of the planning process. We have policies within the plan, and those policies insist that the landscape is taken into account when granting planning permissions. An important part of a healthy community is having good recreational space available to all, and the plan provides important protection to our many parks and green spaces. Our cemetery is the place where many people remember their loved ones, but our cemetery is filling up and we need to create more capacity, and our plan allows for this over its timescale up to 2036.
Hi, my name is Councillor Mark Cooper and I am the Mayor of Marlborough. Our heritage is enshrined in the buildings that define our communities. This plan protects our heritage by protecting the built environment.
I think heritage is important to protect because it provides the character of the town that we live in. If that character wasn't there, it would be a very different place.